Welcome to your new Insta360 Flow. In this video we're going to do an all-in-one tutorial, basically everything you'll need to know about your new Insta360 Flow, your 3-axis gimbal for your smartphone. It's an amazing product and it far outweighs a lot of the other gimbals out there on the market. It features different things that other gimbals don't feature. So I hope you're impressed with it. If you haven't already bought one and you're looking to pull the trigger, I've done a comparison. I'll link it up above. Just comparing it against the DJI OM6. I think it's a far better gimbal personally. Also, there will be a link for the Flow in the description if you want to buy through that link. And if I've got any discount codes or anything, I'll pin them in the comments down below. So like I said, I'm going to walk you through how to get started with your new Insta360 Flow. We're going to talk about all the special features that this product has and all the creative options you've got with this. So yes, get a drink, sit tight, get comfortable and watch the whole video because you'll learn something, I guarantee it. If you do want to skip through this video, by the way, there will be chapters linked down below. You can go through and get to the point that you want to get, any specific information. And if you've got anything else you want to know, anything I miss out, let me know in the comments down below. I'll be interested to hear from you. The first thing you want to do is download the application. It's available on iOS and Android. Have fun with the app because Insta360 are class leading with their applications and their AI capabilities. There really are some really fun creative options inside the app to play with, not only with the Flow but with other Insta360 cameras. So it's got that one-step rapid deployment which I'll show you exactly how to do straight away. It comes with the magnetic clip in the box. So all we have to do is put the magnetic clip onto the phone just like that. Try and make it as central as possible. Basically all we have to do now is snap that on. There's a little ridge on the magnetic strip there which matches up to the mag connector there. You put them together and all you have to do is hold the grip in one hand, fold outwards like so, and it actually turns on straight away. You're up and running, ready to go. Now if you didn't know, the Insta360 Flow is the only smartphone gimbal with a built-in tripod, so we're going to pull that out just so I can put it onto the table. Folds out like that and we can put it on the table ready to film. Let's just talk about quickly what you've got in the box when you buy this. If you buy the creator kit, which is priced at $209, standalone Flow is $159. It's the same price as the OM6 did from DJI. If you buy the creator kit, you get this little pouch in the box, which is got some other bits and bobs in there for you. So I'll just quickly show you what you get because it does come in very useful. You get a little shoulder strap so you can have that pouch on your shoulder to carry it around with if you want to. A bunch of quick start guides, instructions, safety guidelines. We also get a USB-C to USB-C port because this acts as a power bank. If you didn't know that already, we've got a USB-C port in there and you can charge your phone on the go. Again, the only gimbal that does that. Comes with the USB-C cable and the lightning cable for iOS devices as well. You've got the charging cable there, which is USB-A to USB-C for charging the device. This has a 12.5-hour battery, which is double other gimbals on the market, so you're not really going to run out of battery. I've only actually charged this up once in the few weeks I've had this, so the battery is exceptional. In the creator kit you also get the spotlight, which snaps onto the gimbal like so. It's got a little clip there, goes onto the mag connector, and then you can plug this into the USB-C port underneath there, and then you get light. If I switch that around for you, you've got light there. You can change the colour and you can change the intensity on the top of the light there as well. So if you buy the creator kit, you get the spotlight built in along with the pouch and stuff. So it's a really well worth option. Can I just tell you about this thing that you might not know it has, which is a built-in cold shoe on the arm of the Insta360 Flow. You can add a microphone on here such as a Rode Wireless Go 2 and then connect it via a other adapter to your phone to get great external audio. That for me is one of my favourite features, and when I found out I had that I was really excited because you can have the most stable and clear video in the world, but if you've got bad audio it doesn't make for a good viewing experience. So having that built-in cold shoe for external audio, fantastic. So this is a 3-axis mobile phone stabilisation device. Now it helps you get good stabilised video with your phone. You might think that you've got action mode on the iPhone, but that does reduce the quality. So if you want to shoot in the highest quality with the best stabilisation, you need a gimbal for your mobile device. It's got pan, tilt and roll axis stabilisation. So pan is left and right like so. We've got tilt, so it can tilt up and down like so, and then we've got roll, which you can change the phone to vertically like that. So for TikTok, for Instagram Reels, you can record really good high quality stabilized video vertically as well. Now we get to the tracking options you've got, because this features the Deep Track 3.0 from Insta360. This is fantastic. Now watch this. I'm going to record this little bit of a clip. So this is their gesture control tracking feature. You can do two ways with this feature. You can hold your palm up to start recording, or you can hold your palm up to start it tracking you. So I'm going to hold my palm up now, like so. It's got a countdown, and this will start recording, 3-second countdown, and now we're tracking as well. So if I move left and right, the gimbal is going to move around and track my face like this. How good is that? So we can do that to start recording ourselves. We hold our palm up to stop. Stops recording, stops tracking. Gesture control is an absolutely amazing feature. And we've seen it before on the Insta360 link, but now it comes to the Flow. That's, for me, for filming yourself, especially for TikTok videos, for Instagram Reels, for YouTube, for vlogging, that is an amazing, amazing feature. With one tap of the trigger, it goes to always on tracking. So we tap the trigger left and right again, the gimbal will track your face. It has got re-identification tracking, so if you lose yourself around a subject as you come back into frame, it will actually start tracking you again. So I did this where I tested it. I walked around the back of a tree. As I came back the other side, the camera picked me up and it tracked me again straight away. We've got live tracking, so if you're doing live streams, you can track yourself whilst live streaming. That's just something I wish I had 5 years ago when I was doing my vlogs back in the day. If I had live tracking, that would be unbelievable. We've also got slow motion tracking, and it can track by using the zoom as well. The tracking is so reliable, and I did a test versus the DJI OM6, and the tracking on the Flow just performed so much better. So have fun with the tracking. It's really, really powerful, and Insta360 have a really good update record, so no doubt it's going to get even better with even more features in the very near future. Let's talk about the controls. We've got this new smart wheel system from Insta360 this year. Very simple, very minimalist, and easy to use, because all the controls for the gimbal are on this smart wheel, and then we've got a trigger on the back which controls certain controls as well. You can swipe left and right. It's touch sensitive to change the modes. We'll touch on the modes in just a second. We've got a little joystick in the middle which you can change the gimbal around manually, the position. We've got a record button, and we've got a power on button, and then we've got a switch button on the side here. Just incidentally, you've got the USB-C port for charging it on the side there. This dial as well also turns left and right, so we can use that to zoom the camera, and we can also use this to flick left and right to change the lens of your camera. And you can do that whilst you're recording as well. That is something you can't do with other gimbals. You have to stop recording on other gimbals to change the camera and to change the lens as well. So you can do all this whilst you're recording, which is brilliant. The trigger, like I mentioned, one tap to activate Deep Track, and then double tap for recentering your gimbal. That makes everything just go back to how it should do. And then if you triple tap it, it switches round to the main camera. So you can use the high-res quality good cameras for vlogging if you want to, instead of using the selfie camera. Now, I would recommend using the main cameras on the back of your phone, because that's how you get the best quality. But if you don't want to, you want to see yourself whilst you're vlogging, the front-facing camera is still 4K on the iPhone 14. Absolutely amazing quality. So you've got that option. So all the controls are really, really simple. The fact you can do it whilst recording as well, change the lens and zoom, and you can start and stop recording here, switch the lens just by one press there as well. So yeah, everything is absolutely simple, easy, minimalist, and very, very intuitive to use. Let's talk about the shooting modes then. So if you want to change your shooting mode, like I mentioned with the smart wheel, you swipe right or left. You don't have to cycle through them as well. You can go left and right. Unlike other gimbals, you have to cycle through the modes. This one you can go left and right, so you don't have to go through them to get back to the one you want to. Auto mode is just for general use, for good for beginners, beginner friendly. The roll is locked, but the pan and tilt is still active, up, down, left and right. Very easy to use. Then we can swipe over to the follow mode, which follows closely what you do. Follow mode will be best for vertical video, and then if we put it on to pan follow, This would be better for landscape video because it follows left and right, sort of what you're doing. Again, the roll is locked, but you can sort of go like that left and right, and it just keeps the horizon nicely locked. FPV mode is a fun mode. It sort of goes around, it flows like an FPV drone up and down, so it moves and it's fun to use. In this mode as well, if you use the dial here, left and right, this actually rotates all the way around, so you can do like a barrel roll effect as well with the zoom switch left and right, so that in FPV mode is activated, so you can use that as well. Back to auto, and then if we press the and hold the trigger for lock mode, and you can hold it down like so, that's good for sort of following shots forward and backwards like so. Good for hyperlapse as well. If you're holding and doing a long hyperlapse walking, hold down the trigger button to lock it in place, and it won't move left or right, it will stay straight just like that. It does have an active plus mode, which is for faster scenarios like whipping left and right as well, so you have got that option as well. But those are the basic controls, those are the modes for shooting, and there's more than enough to keep you covered for all different kinds of scenarios. Me personally, I like having it in auto, and then when I need to, I'll hold down the lock button for those nice following pan, smooth following shots. Really do like that, so that's how I use it, and those are the controls and the shooting modes. Really simple. There are a few things that can help you whilst you're shooting in those different modes, depending on what you want to do. You've got the built-in selfie stick, don't forget. So if you want to get yourself in a wider shot, tilt it towards you a little bit, and then we can get like a wider field of view, which is awesome. You've also got the built-in tripod, don't forget. So if you're doing something like a time-lapse, a motion time-lapse, which this does have built in through the application, then you can put it on the tripod like that on a nice steady surface, and you'll be able to do those motion panning time lapses. Also great for those 360 panorama photos. When you're finished, you don't have to turn it off. When you finish filming, you sort of just fold away the tripod. We turn this around, fold it back down towards ourselves. That locks in the bottom and it comes off. And we're portable, we're foldable, and we can go and do whatever we want to do after we've finished shooting. And then when you want to get it back out, we magnetize it back on, hold it, fold it back out, one rapid deploy movement, and you're ready to shoot. Then in the application, whilst you're using it, you've also got Shot Genie, which gives you an idea of what to shoot in particular scenarios depending on where you are in the world. So yeah, it's a really good option. And then there's different creative features that you've got that other gimbals don't have. Like, this is the only gimbal that can shoot 360 panoramic photos. You've got dolly zoom effect, which is that really well-known Hollywood effect with your camera. You can do this with this gimbal. You can also, like I mentioned, do that barrel roll effect as well with the FPV mode and turning the dial. So there's so many different effects, so many different features, so many different options and creative things you can do with your gimbal. It just really is a brilliant filmmaking tool. Other things to mention, I think they'll be customizing this clear shell on the arm. You might be able to buy different colors and customize your gimbal to your heart's content. Also, this grip comes in the box as well. It just adds a little bit more grip to the gimbal as you're holding it. I mentioned the spotlight, which is great for low light scenarios. If you want to vlog with this, it's a great vlogging tool. And that's sort of pretty much it. Like I said, if I did miss anything out, let me know in the comments down below. I will be making more content on this Flow coming up really soon. We'll be taking a deeper dive into the creative options, the special features, and keeping you up to date on my progress of using this on a daily basis. So if you're new to the channel, please do make sure you subscribe, press the bell so you don't miss any future uploads. Give this video a like as well, it really does help. And if you want to grab one of these, like I said at the start of the video, there will be a link in the description down below. I'll keep you up to date with any discount codes or coupons in the pinned comment. But that's it for this video. I hope it helped, and I'll see you on the next one, guys. Bye.